do need to speak up louder. I've realized that as well, which is annoying.
Like I said, Tofu, you better not mess with that light. Turkey butt.
Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you are returning here, I did want to start out this video by genuinely thanking you guys for all the love and support so far. I know that I've said it in my past videos that I go on some random hiatuses here and there, but you guys sticking in there with me and still showing me all the love and support on my videos, every like, every comment, every subscriber, I really do appreciate all of you. And so I really just wanted to take this time out in this video to really thank you guys. But if you are new here, hi, my name is Jacob. I'm a makeup enthusiast here on social media. If you do like what you see in this video, I hope that you will consider possibly hitting that like button and that subscribe button down there and leaving a comment. In today's video, I thought it would be fun to play in my makeup and find a challenge from all the years past of the makeup challenges that have gone viral on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, and see if I can create a fun look for you guys. So in today's look, I was inspired by a video from Nikki Tutorials. I'll pop that up here. It is a random color makeup challenge, and she credited a TikToker by the name of Nam Glammy for creating this challenge. So I want to thank them both for inspiring me today to do this for you guys. I'm also going to do a quick review of the His Smile color corrector. It's a teeth whitening ad that really caught my attention on TikTok. So I thought I would do a quick review here for you guys. If you want to see the full review, definitely check out my other social medias like TikTok and Instagram, because I will be posting the video there. But now that I've babbled on enough, we will get straight into the fun and the makeup. And yeah, let's get right into this makeup challenge.
The first thing that I'm going to do, beauties, like I said, is I'm going to be doing a quick review of the His Smile V34 color corrector, and I also grabbed the V34 color corrector foam. This is what my teeth are looking like now. I don't know if I should maybe turn the brightness down on my lights just to... Did that help at all? Right. My teeth aren't exactly yellow, but because I've been a smoker for years, they are definitely not white anymore. So I wanted to try this out because it's supposed to be a really quick, easy, simple way to whiten your teeth semi-permanently. It's not, I don't believe that they market it as a permanent whitener, but it is supposed to be instantly, you can see a difference. The thing that got me was this ad, this girl who put it on one tooth, she waited 30 seconds, and when she wiped it away, it was white. And then she did her whole mouth, and they all looked great. So that's what really got me. Directions say apply 2 pumps to a soft bristle toothbrush, gently brush in a circular motion for 2 minutes. Expel excess and rinse mouth after use. Do not swallow. It says to do it for 2 minutes. Which is weird, because like I just said, she only did hers for 30 seconds. So let me read the foam instructions. This one says, gently shake to ensure formula is combined. Apply 2 pumps directly into mouth. Swish for 15 seconds. Expel excess and rinse mouth after use. Do not swallow. Okay, so this one is for 15 seconds. So none of them say 30 seconds, which is weird. But let's get into this little review. I mean, I definitely think they look whiter. 2 pumps for 15 seconds, so... Too hot. Doesn't stain your teeth.
So that was the TikTok video.
The foam is like leaking all over the place.
Back from doing that little review for you guys on the His Smile teeth whitening color corrector. But let's get into the makeup challenge part of this video. So Nikki used the website randomcolor.com. I'm going to click on that, and when I do, it will generate a random color, and every time I refresh the page, a new color will be generated. And I think I'm gonna go off of the steps that Nikki uses, since I'm typically someone who starts with their eyeshadow first. Nikki's someone who starts with her foundation first, and since this is a challenge, I just figure I'll go off of the way she does her makeup instead of the way I do my makeup, just to make it a little more interesting for everybody. To start out priming my face, I'm going to first take this primer spray. This is from the Shop Miss A shop, AOA.
Smells really nice. It does have a bit of a spray though. My shirt feels so damp right now. Rude.
And then I think I'm gonna take the Il Makiage primer. It is more of a silicone based primer, but figure I am going to be Primarily for the cream base or foundation, I'm going to be using my iMagic 12 Flash Color Palette, just so that I can mix up any colors that I might need. If there is anything else that I do grab though, I'll be sure to let you know what that is. Now that I am primed and ready, without any further ado, let's see what color we get first. Do you know how hard it is to do full red foundation?
And of course, just start with the red. This is more like, I would say, like, I don't know, it's almost like a hot orange.
Isn't it? Maybe you guys won't, woo! Don't do that.
Maybe you guys won't be able to tell, but I feel like it's not all red. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of that peach shade. Sorry, I just grabbed the red and now I'm grabbing a little bit of this peach color. Dab a little bit of that, a little bit of the white too, just a smidge.
Don't play with the light. They are such little turds. Speaking of little turds, they have been with the runs. They have just been shitty kitties. They've been shitty kitties, guys. Maybe that looks a little bit deeper. No, look. I'm gonna start out with this Quivange. It's a brush that I got from Amazon. I was talking about how my kitties have been pretty shitty kitties. I don't know what is happening. We are definitely trying to, don't forget your ears when you're doing this. We are definitely trying to figure out what's going on with them, but at first it was just Tofu, the black and white one, my little blooper. He was, and still,
well, I don't know, he's kind of been the best one so far today.
But anyway, he was not able to get in and out of the litter box without getting poopy all over his feet. Poop all over his back feet.
I have had to give him a bath more than any other cat I've ever owned in my life. Now, granted, I will say I have not owned a kitten.
So I figured it was because he's a small little baby still. He like can't manage all the litter that's in the litter box. Like there's just so much in there. So he's not able to determine what is already pooped on and what is fresh litter.
So I had taken most of the litter out of majority of the litter boxes that he's been using, and that seemed to have worked. But then just this week, all of the kitties have been just bad poopy. Not even solid poopy. I'm sorry if this is TMI, but y'all, I'm just trying to tell you, it's not been pretty.
Anyway, took him to the vet today. My mom did for me while I was at work. And the vet basically just said, like, they're healthy as a horse, but maybe you just need to monitor how much we're feeding them. So we are now only feeding them in the morning and in the night, but we're not keeping food down like we have been. So we're trying to figure out what is going on with them. Poor Lucy, my little baby girl. We don't know if it was like just nerves or what, but she had made a mess of herself on the way to the vet, so much so that it nearly took my mom out. Luckily though, everybody made it home safe. They were definitely tired after the vet. When I came home from work, they were all just, but they definitely got some energy out tonight and they're all back to sleeping right now, thankfully. So this is the first color. I am now trying to figure out what she did next. The next color that we are going to do is concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the refresh button. Gonna start out with a smidge of yellow, and then I'm just gonna take the white.
Red and yellow, that'll make orange. So I guess this isn't a terrible color combination. So this is the yellow I'm working with right now. That looks so much more, almost mac and cheesy. I think I'm gonna add just a smidge of that peachy color. Oh, is it almost there? Maybe, I don't know what to add, because I don't have an orange. Maybe I should add just a smidge of red. Yeah, maybe a little bit more white.
I'm not trying to sit here all day doing this. That's pretty good. I'm gonna grab, this is a Moda brush, and we're gonna apply this color anywhere I would usually apply concealers.
So under my eyes, top lip, some right there on the chinny chin chin.
I really think playing in makeup like this also lets you get better ideas of face shape and how makeup can really change that, because when you're playing with a lot of color and it's not something that you're used to doing, because you're not turning yourself into a colorful alien every day unless you're Juno Burge, it just really lets you not only play with your face shape, but learn what face shapes work for you or what you like best. I'm gonna grab a Luxie 131 mini angled blending brush, and I'm gonna use this to apply this color to my nose for a highlight.
I'm gonna try to not paint on a crooked nose.
I also wanna take some of this, since I have it, start to like contour in reverse, you know? Other than that, some exciting stuff happening. The Barbie movie comes out in exactly a week from today. Oh, and today is National Non-Binary People's Day. Happy National Non-Binary People's Day. So happy to be a part of the non-binary community myself. So wanted to let you guys know.
I'm gonna grab this little tiny Real Technique sponge. This is so funny. I also have red, orange, so funny.
I know that in a recent video, I'll link it up in the cards, I was gonna check out that show on Amazon Prime called Swarm, and I was finally able to watch it. It's like 7 episodes, maybe at the most 8. It's not very many. So I was like, I'm just gonna binge watch this. It was pretty crazy. And I will say, I understood that like there's a obviously underlying message to it. My take on it was addiction and manipulation, as well as abandonment issues. Not to give too much away. What I thought was also really crazy is that the episodes themselves, I think the longest one was only, I want to say like, it was less than 40 minutes. Like, I thought that it was going to be like, you know, an hour long each episode, or 40 minutes an episode, you know, how most shows are, I feel like. I did think that was interesting that they were so short, and not even like all of them are the same length. Like one of them I think was only 15 minutes. I don't know, if you can check out the show Swarm. So it's marketed as a dark comedy or a comedy horror, and also a psychological horror thriller, which I don't know about the horror part. I mean, some of the things that happen are horrifying, and oh, nope, I just remembered. Literally it hit me. If you're into that kind of show, I would definitely check it out. It's worth the watch, especially because the watch time is not that long. So this is where we're at so far. I feel like I look like a match head. Jumping into the next color here, we're gonna hit that refresh button. This is shade.
This is shade. Green with this? Oh, okay.
If you guys have seen Nikki's video, you know, hers has gone worse, so.
We could be doing worse, but I was really hoping that it was gonna be nice. It kind of actually looks like this green to me. Let me see if those match. No, it's more like, I'm gonna add some brown, and maybe just a hint of yellow.
And this is gonna be my contour Jeepers Creepers, man. This green color, it definitely looks, I don't know, more olive or just more bright maybe, but I've done what I can.
I also added some white and a little bit of black, so this is the end color. In the end, green is green. This is going to be so wrong with this color scheme.
I'm gonna apply this with the Luxie 250 large eye blending brush. I'm going to be very sparing with this color because I do not want to ruin this. I'm trying to salvage this look. I'm really going to try to only put it where I need to put it. So hopefully it doesn't completely annihilate this look. Because I am liking that we have a good little color scheme going on so far with the red and the orange. This green is coming in and saying Merry Christmas. Other than Swarm, I will let you guys know that I'm a binger. I like to binge watch shows. I don't like to watch them as they come on. I think the only show that I watch as it airs is Drag Race, because I can't go on the internet the day that it premieres without something being spoiled, so I have to watch it as soon as it comes out. But that is the only show. Other than that, if it's on a streaming service, especially if it's like an original on a streaming service, I do not watch it until all the episodes, or at least majority of the episodes, are out, so that way I can just know what happens. All that to say, I was watching Queen of the Universe Season 2 on Paramount Plus, which I don't know about you guys. I pay for it mainly because of Drag Race.
But also, I mean, it's got Survivor, you know, I like the CBS reality shows, Big Brother. But when they came out with Queen of the Universe, I was super excited. Not only does it have one of my favorite drag queens as a judge, Miss Trixie Mattel, but also Michelle Visage, I love her. And then in the first season, they had Leona Lewis as a judge, and Miss Vanessa Williams. So I was really about this program, and then loved the first season. The first season was great. Definitely if you, oh, never mind. I was gonna say definitely if you can't go watch it, but they went on with season 2. I was on episode 2, and I honestly didn't know how many episodes there were gonna be in the season, because I believe the first season was only 8 episodes, so I imagined that it was gonna be 8 to 10 episodes. Started watching it with 5 episodes out, made it to episode 2, and then I went to bed. And then I think it was earlier this week, I woke up to read that it had been canceled, but that all the episodes were streaming on Paramount. And when I read that, I was like, oh, damn, you know, like, that sucks, but, I mean, at least there was 2 seasons, you know, hopefully someone else could pick it up or something. It was maybe 4 to 5 days later. I don't even think it was a full, like, 7-day week. I went to go watch the rest of it.
And it was gone. I look like a watermelon. I was so confused.
So I immediately went on my Twitter, and I was like, at Paramount Plus, at Trixie Mattel, at Michelle Visage, what happened? And to this day, I have not gotten a response. I Googled again today what happened, and literally it just said it was canceled, and it's now been officially removed from the Paramount streaming service, probably for good. I'm really confused because it's a Paramount Plus original. Like, you guys paid to make this show, and me, hi, I like it. I want to watch it. I'm very irritated about that. So, if you guys are here for me, and you have a Twitter, laundry, or really any kind of social media, and you can tag Paramount Plus and ask them to please put that back on, you would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm sure the world that appreciates drag would really appreciate it. It's a drag competition, but it's a drag scene competition. So everybody that is on the show is an amazing vocal talent. And I'm telling you, the first season is so good. I can't tell you how good the second season is. I can tell you that the first 2 episodes are really great. But yeah, just go ahead, write a little message, take 5 minutes out of your day, let them know that you would really appreciate it if they would just go ahead and get their money's worth by putting that back on the GD screen.
And ironically, green.
I'm really telling you guys, I did not plan the sponges matching the colors that I'm using them with. This is fate. I guess I chose my colors when I chose my sponges.
But I really do think it's not looking as bad as I was thinking it was gonna look. Like I said, I feel like a watermelon. A very cute little watermelon person.
From Planet Watermelon Seed.
See, isn't makeup fun?
Other than Drag Race and Queen of the Universe, I have been binge watching some horrible, just trash television. I don't know if you guys even know of this app. It's not the most popular. I don't know a lot of people who have it, but it's Zeus Network. They have their own app and their own TV shows, and most of it is, I would say, spin-offs of drama television, like Bad Girls Club from Oxygen back in the day. Jocelyn Hernandez from Love and Hip Hop, she has her own show on there. Chance, who was on I Love New York.
There's lots of different programs on there. Those are just a few of them that I watch. I've been watching a lot of that. We are going to go into blush next. We're going to jump into what color will be blush. So this is a deeper green. It's more of a teal color.
I feel like if I mixed the blue and the green, obviously, with maybe a little bit of this, let's see what that gives us.
So there's what I have right now here. So maybe just a little bit lighter. I'll add some white. And I know that I'm following Nikki's routine in this challenge.
So this is supposed to be a blush, but isn't it about placement ultimately? You know, where do you place the blush? And isn't it all just semantics in the end? I mean, really, it's makeup and you can put it wherever you want, however you want. I'm just trying to make this look the best that it can without ruining it, okay? Why does it look even, it looks even more green now. You know, I'm going to take this tealy color. I'm going to take a little scrape of that.
I'm just going to go with this. It is kind of fun getting to mix all the colors together that I'm using, though. I will say that. And I'm definitely getting some use out of my flash color palette, too. So for blur, I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics Rose Gold number 4 brush. Looking like that. This reminds me a lot of my last video where I used, gonna stick it right here in the pocket. the zombie blush from Wet n Wild. That was fun. Again, it's all about placement, I feel. It's all about placement. I would say that's pretty accurate of what I would do with my blush. I'm gonna work with what I have here, people. I'm gonna try to keep my watermelon flow going. I'm also rewatching a lot of musicals right now. I don't know why.
I just got a bug to start watching all the musicals that I have.
Some of my favorites are Hairspray, Rocky Horror Picture Show, of course, Rent, the classics like West Side Story or The Sound of Music. Are Disney movies considered musicals? Let me know what you guys think. Would you consider a Disney movie a musical, or is it just a Disney movie at that point? Because I mean, like, they all have music. Grease, not Grease 2. I'm gonna take the same green sponge that I used to blend out the blush and just go around the perimeter here to make sure I've got it as blended as I can. I love Burlesque with Cher, of course. Mamma Mia. Ooh, I have not, and I hate to say this honestly, I have not seen Mamma Mia 2 with Cher. And then, like, I love, love, love Chicago. I know my mom took me to go see the live Wicked when it was here in Denver, and I loved that. That was probably the only one that I've actually seen live, which is sad, but it was great, and I loved it. I would definitely go see it again. I love theater, live theater, so I would go see any musical live. Beauties, if you notice anything different about me, it's because I've just dealt with a very shitty kitty. After dealing with that very shitty kitty, I learned that Nikki goes into her brows next. So I usually just bing, bang, boom, going with my brown brow pencil. But today we are doing, it's like a midnight blue. So to do this midnight blue color,
I'm going to start off with this unmentionable. It's definitely not midnight blue, but I feel like if I added a smidge of blue and a smidge of black from my Flash Color palette, this might give me a good color to go off of.
And I think it's still pretty good for tying into my watermelon fantasy that I've got going on, at least in my head. Took about 4 dabs of that liquid lipstick. I'm gonna do about like a half scrape of the black, and then I'm gonna do a full scrape of blue. And speaking of musicals, like I just popped in Dreamgirls, which is also another one of my favorites. It's definitely like a midnight blue. I would say it's probably even deeper than this, but I'm just gonna go with what I've got. I'm gonna take the BH Cosmetics number 11 from the Rose Gold set. I guess I am glad it's a dark color.
If I would have got like a lighter, a really light color, I feel like it would have not been the best move for this look. Just really trying to work this in between all my brow hairs to make sure everything's coated. So that's pretty much it.
Now that we have our brows on,
I also want to maybe like, I don't know, I was gonna say toss a coin. I also have another app on my phone called Either Or, and it's basically got a red screen or a blue screen. I wanna know if I'm gonna be doing one color on the lid or if I'm going to be doing a cut crease. So if I get the blue screen, we'll do one color. If I get the red screen, we'll do a cut crease. Blue, so we're doing one color.
we're back on the random color generator and we're refreshing. Green, like chartreuse green. I have another unmentionable liquid lip that is literally this color.
And even though we're doing one color on the lid, that does not mean I have to keep it matte. I took 2 swipes from that liquid lipstick.
Lots of green all of a sudden.
Let's do color number 1 brush. It's a nice fluffy blending brush.
While I was blending, I was just watching Nikki's video again, and I have realized that I have freaking skipped a step, forgot the highlight. So once I finish with this,
Which I'm not even lying is looking gorgeous, and still with my watermelon fantasy. The gods have heard me.
I am gonna go into a cream highlighter color next.
I literally can't believe I almost forgot. One of my favorite steps. I love highlight.
I think I am gonna go ahead and also take this under my eyes. And then I don't know if you guys have the WOW subscription, WOW Presents Plus, the network that produces a lot of the Drag Race stuff, but the show with Trixie and Katya, some of my favorite drag queens. I watch that religiously. I'm catching up on season 8 right now. Okay, so we're going into highlight next. I'm going to grab my random color generator and let's see what's the highlight. So it looks bright yellow to you. I guess it is bright yellow. It's like a neon yellow. I'm taking an unmentionable.
And I think that since this is a highlight, I can mix in at least a shimmer cream.
I'm gonna grab this gold right here and mix that in with this yellow that I've got going on. Each time I look at it, it looks more neon green to me, but... So there's the highlight color. I'm gonna take this flat detail paintbrush. Looks like I have jaundice. Just to blend that, I am going to take the butt end of that Real Technique sponge. I almost feel like one of those thermal images, or like, what is it called? Like a topographical map? That's what I kind of feel like right now. Could be worse. We've got that highlight on. Next, Nikki puts on her lashes.
Did she even set this?
Now that I've got everything on, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set my face. Beauties, I am back. I have my face set
with my mixture of Physicians Formula and e.l.f. setting powders.
I went back into Nikki's video because I could have swore that she did set her makeup, and I was right. She set her makeup before she did her highlight. So I'm gonna jump into the eyeshadow first. I'm probably just gonna do everything as far as powders in the reverse method that I did the creams. So starting with this eyeshadow palette, it is the She Glam Virtuous Virgo palette. So I grabbed this for the eyeshadow look. Her look was mainly matte other than the highlight that she uses. And I also did notice that for the lip, she goes in with a glitter. So we'll probably get into a little glitter today. But I want to dive into my JD Glow single shadows here. And I'm going to be using that lime green chartreuse shade. This is the shade Lemon Lime from JD Glow. It's one of their Galaxy Shadow Collection shades. So that is going to be going all over my mobile lid. I'm going to pick up the Lemon Lime
on this flat detail brush from a Amazon set.
And like I said, just gonna be packing that on the mobile lid. Yeah. If you haven't checked out the JD Glow Galaxy shadows, I definitely recommend them. They are all so beautiful. I would definitely keep your eyes out because they typically will sell out of the really popular shades really quickly. And then because they are more of an indie brand, they do take some time to restock, and definitely worth the price, just depending on how much you're willing to spend. Now that we have the Lemon Lime shade packed pretty well over the lid, Patient shade from the She Glam palette, and I'm going to take the ColourPop E1 brush. This is like a pinched fluffy blending brush. What I'm really loving about raising the kittens so far is that they all have their different personalities. Even the twins are pretty different. When we first got them, of course, we had to wait a day or two before we could figure out what we were gonna name them officially. And since I would say the first week that we got them, they were, you know, kittens. It took them a while to learn their names, but I think that they're really finally catching on to them, because today I was talking to them when I got home from work. Like I said, they were pretty tired from their vet visit. They had to finish their kitten shots. When I said their names, they all perked up and looked at me. They're all so precious. What about music? What music are you guys listening to now? I'm listening to a lot of Kim Petras. Her Feed the Beast album just dropped, and well, not just, but it's been out for like maybe a week or two now. So I'm definitely still bopping to that. I love Lizzo. Sam Smith, he's definitely one. Sorry. Haley Kiyoko, I love her. If you haven't listened to Haley Kiyoko, definitely go check her out. And she's recently wrote a book too.
Just taking that Shade Patient and going under the eye with it.
I want to take my BH Studio Pro press setting powder. From that Amazon brush set, I'm taking this pinched fluffy blending brush. For inner corner highlight, I'm gonna grab the JD Galaxy shadow in Peachy Keen. With this monochromatic green eye, that green shift is really pulling through. You can't even really see the pink underneath. I'm going to hop off camera again so I can get some mascara on, and then I'm also going to pop on a lash, so fingers crossed, wish me luck. That is something that rarely happens, so I will be right back once I have all that done. So I thought that I would go ahead and film this in case it goes horribly wrong. So what I've gone ahead and done is applied 3 spaces where I want to apply these. If you go back all the way to, I believe it was my first YouTube video ever.
That's when I got these. Still haven't used them to this day, so let's see how this goes.
I can already tell this is not going to go super well. I guess that one looks fine. Okay, see, this one is not doing what I need it to do.
And I honestly don't think it's the lashes, guys. I think it is my lashes, because my lashes are so weird in that they go so many different directions.
I'm gonna go ahead and chalk this up to an L, per usual when it comes to the lash game with me. That is why I stick to just mascara. I am gonna go ahead and fix my eyes, get this mascara mishap erased. I'm back with my eyes all done and cleaned up. No lashes, sorry about that. First, I want to take a Sugar Pill Love Plus pressed red eyeshadow, and this is gonna be our foundation shade. I'm gonna use a Luxie 532 round top blender. I went ahead and applied that everywhere that I wanted the red to get a little bit more vibrant. I didn't go all over the face because I'm really not trying to make this muddy any more so than it might already turn out to be. For the blush and contour, I'm going to taking again the She Glam Virtuous Virgo palette, and I'm going to be diving into the shade Witty right here and the shade Faithful right here. I'm going to take that BH Rose Gold number 4 brush with the darkest shade Witty. I did start, I forgot that I was not recording, but I did start blending out the first shade Witty with this second shade Artistic. And even though I'm using the deeper one as a contour and this one as the blush, don't come for me because I'm using 2 green shades on this red face, okay? That was the blush and the contour. Now I'm going to take the High Tide palette from ColourPop to use the shade Lunar up here in the corner. That's gonna be my brow shade. Okay, that's the brows. Now I'm going to take the Juvia's Place, the Festival palette, and from this palette, I'm gonna take this matte yellow called Oro. That is gonna be what I use as concealer. So that's basically gonna set the highlight points of my face. To pat that on, I'm gonna take the Luxie 660 Precision Foundation Brush.
Opa.
I'm gonna take a powder puff with some more translucent powder to really carve out my nose because it's looking a little bit too janky for me. So for highlight, I'm going to be taking the Solar Sailor highlight from Kaleidos. But first, I want to grab the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette and this yellow gold Azores. That will be the base, and then I'm going to top that with the Kaleidos. And I'm going to use the Lab Squared Just Blending In brush to apply my highlight. So this is the Huda Beauty highlight, and now I'm going to top that with the Kaleidos highlight. So I did want to add one more touch in the form of my zombie blush, since Lord only knows when I'll be doing another art piece like this again. That same brush that I used for my contour shades. And we're just gonna pat that in the pocket. So guys, when I come back, I should have a shirt on, this bake wiped away, and then we will get into wrapping this look up with figuring out what the lip is gonna look like. Beauties, so we are back to wrap up this random color makeup challenge. I am going to let you know I went ahead and added some lovely face gems, as well as the ColourPop X Powerpuff Girls Him Shadow Stick. I put that in my waterline just to tie in with the red for the face. So getting back here, we are going to refresh. This is going to be the color of our lip liner. Green, so sticking with the theme at least. So I went into the brown, the black, the green, and a tiny little bit of that. So there's a comparison. It'll have to do. So I'm grabbing this Zorea Concealer 813E. This is a really good lip lining brush. This is the lip liner. Of course, I filled it in because we are going to be tapping a glitter on as the final pièce de résistance to this masterpiece. I'm going to click this one more time for, good luck, a beautiful lavender. Let me grab something. I think I have just the thing. So I'm going to be taking this cotton candy glitter, which I feel like is a pretty good match. To apply this is take my lash glue, I guess. And taking this Alamar Cosmetics Detail Concealer Brush. Okay, beauties. This is going to be the final look for the random color makeup challenge. I have a few thoughts. For my first makeup challenge, I am not at all dissatisfied with how this turned out. I've definitely learned some things. Don't smack your lips together when you use lash glue as your glitter adhesive, because your lips are gonna stick together. So even though I do think this is really pretty, as far as the lip is concerned, I mean, the contour and the blush, they are just, there's something. I do think the eye is really pretty, and it definitely taught me that I don't need a bunch of different colors of eyeshadow on my eye to make a very pretty and wearable eye look to go anywhere that I would like. I think that the makeup gods, someone saw my last video and was like,
You're doing a monochromatic green makeup look? With all that orange on your face, bitch? Think again.
Because this is basically a monochromatic green makeup look. I have green contour, green blush, green eyeshadow, green lips. Anyway, guys, so this is going to wrap up this video. Definitely be on the lookout for those videos coming up in the future, but I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I do hope that you guys are having a great night or day whenever or wherever you are watching this, but please stay safe and stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, sorry, I was not looking at myself that whole time. I was looking at my teeth. A TikToker by the name of Glam Nammy. Sorry, that was wrong.
Opal's going nutsos. Do you hear that cat?
Sorry, I say already so much. I don't think you guys care. No one has told me that they wanted to know this, so I haven't been like, I'm just gonna get into it.
I'm already so nervous now that I just said that. I'm like, what other colors could I get?
Just wanted to make it clear. It was gone. I was so confusion. I was so confusion. Maybe I shouldn't be talking. Well, I was just like, maybe this video is gonna be so long with me talking so much, but whatever.
Nikki takes front before. So sorry if. My lips look purple. Because that will not maybe be heard louder over him scratching himself. Do you know those little corner things with the claws on it? I'll post a picture up over here if I can find it. I bought these for my cats. They love them. I'm so sorry if I keep moving the desk and shaking the camera. I'm so sorry.
I know I have an invisible hair. Dear Lord, please let me find it.
How did I miss this one giant hair shaving? Army-ish green, olive. You know what I mean. It was that first green. Oh, I'm so mad. I feel like because I'm oh, I look so funny. I feel like because I'm drinking, I am not as organized. I feel like because I'm drinking, I feel like I keep hitting this desk and shaking this camera. That's what I feel like. As I was saying. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, yes. So I feel like because I'm drinking right now, I am not being as organized as I usually am. So if you could see my desk, it is just an array. It is a sight. Definitely have enough drag content, but I'm still not letting it go with the queens of the universe, baby. They made that show, and those queens deserve their airtime and people rewatching their vocal acts. I'm just like, I'm really confused why you would do that. Why you would make an amazing program and give these amazing people a platform. Maybe maybe that is it. Maybe somebody who they gave a platform to. Very, what was it, season 11? With Miss Cherry Pie. Very that. What are you doing, big baby? What are you doing, big baby? My dopo. My big dope. My dopey dopey. Opo shmopo. Dopey dopo. Boop, 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 boop. My big baby girl. Yeah, she's such a precious angel. Be careful, dope. Oh, hi, Mama. What are you doing, little goosey woos? Little goosey woosey? What are you doing? You want from your nippy neck? Oh, come here. Come here. I got you, baby. Don't you worry. I got you, Miss Mama.
Do you want to say hi, Miss Mama? She's like, why are you so red? She wants to get up on my shoulder so bad. I know it. What are you doing, Miss Mama? Yeah. She's so make yourself comfy, baby. I gotta finish this makeup. I love her so much. Before I was interrupted by this beautiful angle. Lab squared, just blending.
The olive, I would, excuse me. I would say like a muted olive or a muted army green.
I'm gonna go take this off. I'm actually doing a whole nother challenge. If you stuck around this long, hey, I'm actually doing a whole nother challenge on TikTok, so definitely go follow me on my other socials. I'm gonna be removing all of this using nothing but Q-tips. So that should be fun. Okay, I'm gonna go.